Okay, for this one, you need a round food to be your golf ball. It could be a dinner roll because it's called on a roll, or it could be an apple, orange, or even an onion. Then you need either a broom or a pool noodle, something that you will hit your golf ball with. And you need something on the ground to mark where you will start and where you're trying to get to, your target point. I like to use tape. So here's my broom, and you can decide from whatever you have what will be your golf ball. Again, something round is preferable so it can roll on the ground. I decided to choose a hamburger bun. So this is me using tape to set up my target. X marks the spot. I set up my golf ball and I'm ready to hit. The goal is to see how many tries does it take to get your golf ball to your target. It took me 2 tries here. How many tries to get it to the target? So tell us in the comments how many tries it took to hit with your broom or your pool noodle to get it to your target. Don't forget to post that picture or video of you golfing too. We want to see that. Share it on the Facebook page, guys. Good luck. How did the golf game go? What did you end up using as your golf ball? Maybe you have an orange at home, or an apple, or an onion, or maybe you actually have a roll, or like a hamburger bun or something. Whatever you have, it will work. Well, maybe. If you decided with an onion or maybe an apple, you might realize that it doesn't roll very well. And it might take you a couple more tries than you thought to get to your goal. Maybe it's so hard to roll that you're thinking, how can I get this across the ground to my goal? Well, there was someone in the Bible who had the same question. See, there's this one guy who had to get across something, a really big obstacle, and he wasn't really sure how. His name was Joshua. Now, you might remember this story because Pastor Dina spoke about this in a message of hers a couple weeks ago. If you look at the book of Joshua, chapter 3, it talks about him leading the Israelites across the Jordan River. See, they were trying to get to the Promised Land, and they had already faced a lot of obstacles already. A lot of ground they had to cross. And this time, they came to water. Again. Do you remember with Moses how they had to cross the Red Sea? Well, this was a little bit different. You see, when you were playing golf, it probably took you a couple more tries than you thought. Maybe you needed a lot more patience than you thought you would need to. Well, with Joshua, maybe he was thinking, the Lord will part the river just like he parted the Red Sea. Maybe he waited and waited, and it didn't part. Maybe he tried to get around the river or tried other ways, but it wasn't working. But you know what? God gave him instructions. He said, just take a step forward, keep going, and watch me work. So they took a step forward and they stepped into the river. And it was a crazy, wild river with big waves, but they were obedient and they knew they had to keep going forward. So they took a step forward. And only then, once they got in the water, did God move the river so that they could walk through safely. So sometimes it just takes a couple extra tries, and sometimes you gotta keep hitting it from different angles, and sometimes it's just take a step forward, getting closer and closer to that goal. Even if it is an apple trying to roll onto a target. I know it's hard, but we can look at Joshua's story of his courage, of his obedience. Sometimes it just takes little steps forward and you'll see the progress. Keep going. And don't forget, we have some extra questions that your family can discuss about today's story.